Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amit Maurya and thank you for watching my channel. Those of you who've been following from very beginning, I want to thank you and continue supporting me, and I really appreciate you and thank you for spreading the word. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I have about 64% of the population who's watching my channel and is not subscribed. Again, guys, I wanna grow this channel. In order for me to grow it or at least be motivate, I need more people to be subscribing and I need more viewers, right? Because I can only keep the energies high for so long before you start to get discouraged. So please like and share and subscribe. I am begging you. All right, let's get started. So today's topic is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. What this is basically an saving account. This is here in USA. I believe if you are residents out of all 50 states, you can. They don't have any physical location, so you will still need to have a bank, and then you can just connect through your bank. The sign on process is very easy. They also have now an app. The reason I am gonna show you today this app is because there are many of you who may not know where to put your money or how to think strategically so that you can maximize your future dividend growth. So it's like I'm gonna show you saving, motivation, and maybe some more lifestyle. I think that might be helpful. So here's my account. I just funded $100. I literally just opened a couple days ago. No, actually, I lied. More than a couple days ago. But again, they pay monthly dividend, not dividend, saving account, saving interest of 1.05 at the current moment. Why do I have this? It's because I am trying to show people that you should build on saving. From there, right, if you can build on, like Dave Ramsey says, $1,000 or more, right, this would be an emergency fund. Obviously, I am a little bit advanced than most of you guys, so I do have emergency saving in other account, but this is just an example I have right now. So you can follow along with me and you can grow your own saving, and things I'm going to show you or talk about later on after this that you can use this channel. So here's $100. They're paying me this much, and right now I have it $100 transfer every single month soon as I get paid on whatever that end of the month happens to be. And then I just literally transfer another $100 because I just got paid. Today's 31st, so $300 on a month saving. For most of you, it shouldn't be a problem, but there are some people who might think this is too much. Okay, so here's a little hope for you. Try to cut your spending. Try to save as much as possible. Try to pay off that debt that you have, because those are the one dragging you. Now, if you've been following, like, let's say Robert Kiyosaki, his new book, it says Fake Money, right? He says the savers are the biggest loser. Well, I don't agree. I don't disagree, neither do I agree with him. So I'm in a neutral, because you still need to have saving, especially in the beginning, in order for you to do anything. We're not rich yet, but so therefore we cannot use other people's money, and the days are bit kind of long gone where you could have gone ahead and bought a house with a credit card and financing, and they would have allowed you with 100% and then just borrowed. Because I literally called in a bunch of real estate company. I was like, can I use my credit card to put down payment? Can I use my line of credit to put down payment? For line of credit, this is 60 days, but credit card, they don't necessarily want you to pay with a down payment, especially at the beginning as an investor. So yeah, build your saving. So from there you can go ahead and do what you want to do, right? This $100 eventually goal is to have whatever, and eventually I'm gonna, when I have lump sum, I can take it out or just build on saving, because emergency saving is very important if anything happens or comes up. Okay, the next thing you should be doing is have a Credit Karma account. It's free, and obviously, come on, log me in, please. Hold on. Okay. I hate when that happens. One second, guys. Credit Karma also has saving account. I did put in about $200 because I wanted to check it out, and I don't know why this is not working. Oh, there you go. All right, so please check in your credit card if you're over 18 or 18. Get this account, creditkarma.com, or go to their app, sign up. I literally did this for my brother, my sister, my father, and my sister-in-law, because if you live in Western countries, credit is everything. I'm gonna give you a little more personalized insight into. When I was living in India, those of you who know, I am Indian, and obviously I kind of grew up my childhood, well, not teenage, but childhood, right? Elementary through a little bit elementary, middle school. And one thing they say over there, especially in the eastern part of our country, that everybody's banya. In other words, what that word it translates literally, that world is business world. It's like everything is on sale, everything has price. Whereas back home, a lot of people had land, and most people actually had new around villages. They actually inherited their mom and dad's land, and they cultivated and they lived off that, and they did maybe a little bit of work here and there, but they didn't really need a full-time job, and they lived a very modest lifestyle. But versus if you moved into the closest to the city, everybody basically went to work that 9 to 5. They continue, right? Some people were smarter, they saved up money and they started investing. So that's where your line of credit, how do you tell bank, hey, please give me money, in order for you to use somebody else's money? They need to be able to evaluate you. And the way they do that is by credit score. All right, especially in the beginning, unless you become big shot, then they look at the actual investment you're doing versus yourself. So here's this is mine. Right now I'm really good. I really want to get above 800 because I can, just a hell of it. All right, the next thing I want to show you, this is more of motivation. This is mine. It hasn't been completed yet. This year's my monthly dividend. In January, I have made $19.33. I have not yet completed for my Stash, Acorn, Lending Club, Prosper, Fundrise, Wealth. At one point, Fundrise, they were giving me a lot of money. I pulled out the money from saving to put it in their investment, and that money basically went downhill. That's because of the coronavirus. And SoFi, well, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything with Capital One other than having an account. Charles Schwab, a little bit, but I'm going to have to update. But anyway, this is very minimum motivation that I'm going to give you. I mean, very minimum account that you can see, and hopefully you're motivated just like I am to see you don't have to do anything and you're actually making more money. I made $19.33, $21.22 in February. January was 19, February was 21, March was almost $40. In April, I actually made $35, right? February I made the most, I guess. March, and then come around May, $18, and June, $3. Then picked it up in July, is $7.86. Now, the one distinguish you can see here is that I was making a lot of money from my Robinhood in the dividend portion of it, but I got rid of it. Like I said, I paid out one of my line of credit that I had, and it was kind of more or less a little bit on not a little bit, it was on margin, and I don't know what I was doing, and coronavirus happened, and I was putting a lot of money in, and every day it would just go down, and I was like, you know what, let me just close this, pay off the other loan, which was line of credit. It made more sense financially. So there, you live and learn, right, as you go. My goal is to show you the mistakes that I have made. Hopefully you don't make the same mistake, and you are much more informed about the decisions that you are making. All right. But this is really, as I'm putting together all of my things together, it's starting to make sense. The amount of hours that I do. Another thing I did do, I lost my job in March. I literally so I was unemployed for 2 months. In that time, I was literally doing DoorDash and Grubhub. I was doing deliveries. It's kind of fun, but doing delivery is not for me. But I did make money. It's not like I didn't. But those are more like a side hustle that you can do if you don't have a job or you're sitting around. Like yesterday, for example, I made within hour I made $40 because a lot of people, it was like raining, and on Grubhub, forest driver, and where I live, it was just busy. So they sent me. I was like, fine, I'm not doing anything. I can do 1 hour. The max I can tolerate doing anything like that side hustle things is 2 hour, and I really don't want to do more than 1 hour. So that's kind of my limit. That is why I'm trying to do investment, where once I make this money, I can invest it, and then these things are making money for me. Okay, so let's review this, what I just showed you. Get an saving account. You can get Marcus by Goldman if you don't know any other. If somebody else is giving you more than 1%, just go with them. Okay, the next thing is get yourself Credit Karma, so you know your score. Okay, make sure you fix it. It tells you exactly what's going on in your thing, and over time how you're projected and what's going on. It even tells you which areas you can fix. Like for my case, credit A's. Obviously, I have a lot of like old ones and many of the new one, and average is not good. So fix that, right? For me, this is my report card that I need to work on. No, don't do hard inquiries or credit age. The reason you're taking hard inquiries right now is because I am interested in buying investment properties. Well, not properties, just property. But I've been talking to a lender, and I'm having a hard time trying to get the loan because the $50,000 or $60,000 house, nobody wants to approve, and I don't want to buy more expensive house because I don't have that big of a down payment. Then essentially that's the problem. So that's that. Okay, and then maybe make a spreadsheet. Take a tally of outside of the work that you do, what else every month that is paying you money. So you can see a motivation. Like for my example, in January, I wasn't really making all the way up until, if you look at 1920, but these 2 months, I made a lot of money. And our grand total, this is what, in just July, and I've made so far $145. Obviously, I'm going to update this more. Now, one disclosure, M1 Finance, I have total of 4 profiles. I am only counting one of them, the one that says growth plus passive income, because other ones are just experimental. Even though there's one with the monthly income one, it's showing very promising, I might put more money and then start counting that one as well. But yeah, I mean, even on that one, actually, so far I have made $25. So I have really made a lot more money than what you're seeing here. There are a bunch of them I haven't count. And this Landa that you guys see, they are no longer around. They were basically an app, real estate crowdfund, where you could buy properties of share, and they would pay you monthly, basically, income. I put in $2,000. Actually, it turns out to be best deal because not only they paid me monthly, but after about 6 months into it, 5-6 months into it, they actually got subpoenaed by SEC for some reason, and then what they decided was they sold all of their property, and all of their property was actually over overpriced, not overpriced, meaning they bought low and they sold it high. And that led me basically, since I was a part of the owner, so appreciation, I actually got that. So actually I made more money. So that was good. I think they are coming back this time. I don't know how. On their website it says coming soon. I don't know when they're going to release. I would love to try further that app. Yeah, so thank you guys. I love you and I appreciate you. And please share and like and comment if you think I'm doing bad job, good job, anything I can improve on. I know my English is not the best, especially my talking, because sometimes I think and I say two different things and versus what I'm looking at the screen. So I am working on it. This is obviously self-improvement, and I just kind of want to share myself. Thank you.